Hi, I'm Anita Bodicher. I'm an interpreter here at Tumacacori National Historical Park, and I would like to introduce you to the little wax figures in our museum. The first, we call them dioramas. The first diorama you'll encounter in our museum is this of Father Kino arriving in the Santa Cruz Valley. Now what I mostly want to point out is the little figures in all of these dioramas. These are dear friends of ours. They've been here since the 1930s. These figures were all created under the New Deal era funding. So artists in California made these little guys using metal skeletons and then wax. So these are little wax figures, and then they have real clothing and real hair, and they're incredibly lifelike. The second diorama you'll find in the museum is this of the Pima Uprising, Pima Rebellion of 1751. And this diorama was really important in that at one point years ago I was working on a little publication to give out to visitors about the museum, and I saw a picture of a gunman holding a gun, and I couldn't find him anywhere in the museum. So I came in here and looked, and I finally figured out that he was this little man right here with the hat and the gun, and over the years he had schlumped because he was made of wax and because this was a very old museum. So we brought in some experts to help bring him back up, and we now know that these are very delicate little figures and we must take very good care of because they can soften in the heat. The last of the three dioramas in our museum is a beautiful, accurate depiction of the inside of the church when it was actually decorated and in use, with a whole room full of people participating in a mass. The most interesting figure is the one right here in the front, this little gentleman. That is a self-portrait of the artist who made most of these figures. That is Bart Frost. On your first visit to Tumacacori, it's pretty easy to figure out why the park is here when you see that big, beautiful church. Some of the treasures of Tumacacori, though, are less easily noticed. The small, historic dioramas tucked away in our museum. Just walking by them, taking a glance, you'd have no idea all the detail and research that went into them and how incredibly accurate they are in representing the past.